Going on Pokemon World and Tokusatsu Multiverse, it's Pokesatsu here, and welcome to episode, I believe, 13 of the Pokemon Sapphire Mono Water playthrough. Today, honestly, may not be that eventful of an episode. Of course, we do have to deal with battling May again, and I may go to the department store and get a few things in this episode. Maybe I might start the Aqua story that is here. But outside of that, I really don't see doing a long episode today. I'm waiting on a job phone call in the morning, and then I have some more packing to do. So I basically don't have a lot of time to record today. So if this episode is only like 15 minutes, hopefully you guys understand. Or if you guys are okay with just today being a filler episode, I might just battle May, do some stuff in the Lily Cove department store, and then just call it an episode there. So, let's go ahead and do the first of the things that we need to deal with. So, let's see. Looking at the team, I think I'm going to start with Leviathan. A good Intimidate on something is always fine. So, here is May. Let's go ahead and battle her. She wants to battle? Okay, let's go. Now, today's episode, only really two topics that I have today to actually talk about is I went to go get the mail like an hour ago. My mailbox is practically a block from my house since it's uphill and my house is downhill. That seriously, it's also hot outside because Alabama's hot as balls literally almost every day of the year, unless it's winter. Then it's 80 degrees. But now Alabama can get freezing cold. That's why it's like that's not important to what I'm saying here. When I got to the mailbox, I actually noticed something. I had ordered 2 books off of a seller from Mercari, not sponsored, and they arrived today. And those Those 2 books are The Shell Collector and I believe About Grace. They're some Anthony Doerr books, and I've been wanting to read them for a little while now, ever since I was recommended by somebody on Instagram. Those 2 books, or at least they recommended the they recommended the Shell Collector, and I was like, okay, cool, I'll check that out. So I bought a copy, and that just happened to be in the lot. The 2 of them were together, so I bought both. I mean, paying $8 for 2 books is definitely not a bad price. So I look forward to reading those books. I think they sound really interesting. As far as I know, the Shell Collector, because I don't really know anything about it right now except for what they told me, is it's like a bunch of like short stories. And I was like, okay, cool. That's pretty much all they told me. I didn't want to do a lot of research into it. I just wanted to look into it, but I wanted to buy it first and not have any like surprises or any like spoilers on me. So I left it at that. Just wanted to, I wanted to enjoy the book without knowing what happens in it, if you feel me. Now, if I was able to find like an audiobook or a recording of it on YouTube or something, I would have definitely listened to it before buying it. But hey, if I don't like the book, I don't like the book. If I do like the book, then I have my own copy of the book. So I say that's fair. And if I don't like it, well, I have a lot of friends that read. I could just give it to them. Or if that person that recommended it to me wants my copy, I can just send it to them if they don't have one. So I think that's something at least interesting. In fact, I'll do a quick cut and I will go grab the book off of the table in my room, and I will read off part of it to you, like the back part of the book. So give me just 1 second. And we are back. I grabbed the book from the table on the other side of my room. Probably should have had it sitting next to me or on like my nightstand, because I might read this before going to bed. We'll see. I sound like an old man or just someone who likes to read a lot. I am 25, so the first one does not check out. The first one checks out. I'm not an old man. The second one is like, I don't read a lot unless it's like manga. So there's that. But anyway, so this exquisitely crafted stories, the exquisitely crafted stories by Anthony Doerr's debut collection take readers from Lamu of the eastern coast of Africa to the pine forest of Montana to the deep moors of Lapland, charting a vast physical and emotional landscape. And it just sounds really cool because it shows like the human condition in, it says metamorphosis, grief, fractured relationships, and slowly mending hearts. And it's just like, this all sounds great. So of course, like, I have to read this book or these stories. It just sounds nice to me. So, with that being said, let's go ahead here to the department store and wait, does one of these give you a prize? Yeah, I'll draw a lotto ticket. Yeah, that's fair. What about you? You just say, welcome. Okay. So you're like a Walmart greeter. That's fine. Before I buy anything, I want to sell what I don't need. So I'm going to sell basically everything here but my potions and my paralyze. And, like, I'm going to keep the full heal. I'm going to sell the leaf stone. I don't think I need it. The carbos, I don't need. I might keep the dive ball, but I know I'm not going to need sandstorm. Facade, I'm not using. I don't think any of my Pokemon can learn overheat, so that's fine. And I'm keeping the Lepa berries. Can I sell any other TMs? I may keep Aerial Ace to put on Pelipper if I decide to get rid of Wing Attack. They're the same power, and the only other strong move is Fly, which is 2 turn. And I will have to teach. Actually, I might just give it Fly so I can use that for it too. So, oh, the Thunderstone. I know I could sell that. So, what do y'all sell here? Okay, potions and healing items. What do y'all sell? Pokeballs and healing items. Okay. Now, my other topic I want to talk about today was, so I actually, okay, so this is just X items and stuff like that. I was link traded a foreign ditto today. I looked for one. I used the code on screen, 4448 for in my Pokemon Scarlet version, and I wanted to get a foreign ditto because, surprise, I'm going to be doing Masuda method for the Sprigatito line, and then probably the Fuecoco line after that, and then the Quaxley line after that. I want the starters, so let's see what we got. Negates all damage, but may fail user succession to protect. Prevents status of normally with mystical power, so safeguard. Physical attack, reflect. Special, creates a wall that lowers special attack. So light screen. Okay, none of that. I want attacks here. Okay, we got a powerful fire attack that may burn the foe, so Fire Blast. Strikes the foe with a Thunderbolt, it may paralyze, so I think that's Thunder. A vicious snow and wind attack that may freeze the foe, so Blizzard. Powerful but needs recharging the next turn, so Hyper Beam. Okay, we don't need any of those really. If I did grab any of them, I'd probably run like Rain Dance to get like Thunder on the potential Lantern, but outside of that, nah, I don't need it, so that's fine. And what do y'all sell? Cushions. Dolls. So I don't need any of that, because if I do any of that, like, that'll be after this playthrough is over. Dude watching TV. Bro is bone dry thirsty. So here's the thing. If you give him one of these drinks, like one of each of these drinks, I think he gives you a TM. So I want to see what happens. Let's see. Okay, so never mind. So now I just have 3 healing items because I guess I thought that might be in the remakes as well. I've played the remakes more recently than I have the original titles, which is probably a lot of people. So hey, it is what it is on that. But let's see what we can do here. with the moves we have, or any items we have. Aerial Ace, Shockwave, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam. And with the Pokemon, we have Leviathan, Doom. So, I mean, I'll probably... You know what, there's a guy here in town. I remember something with him. Which one was it? Move to leader. No, thank you. If I have an HM move, it's probably just because I want them to have a good attack. Okay, so I don't know what you're about. Sir, move out of my way. Is it this guy? Doesn't he give you a TM? Yeah, TM44. He gives you rest. Which is, I guess, okay. What you want, old man? Okay, so nothing. Are there, like, hidden items out here? I know one of these has a hidden item. Yep, Pokeball. I think there's another one closer to the shore that has like a heart scale. Is it this one? Or this one? Yep, heart scale. Okay. And honestly, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna head all the way down here and get this max repel too. Because it's just fine. Honestly, today's episode is probably going to be a bit boring. I don't want to take on the Team Aqua base right now. I mean, I could start the quest. I really could. But I don't see the need to it. But let's see. Where is the building? I think it's right here. Oh, they're at the mountain. They are at the mountain. Okay. I brain farted on that. So we're just going to make our way to... What's it? Not Mount Pyre. I think it's called Mount Pyre. Just going to... Oh, okay. Well, then you guys may actually see a bit more battling this episode. Alright. Honestly... Like, even if we're quad weak... We're still faster. Now, since I don't want to get over level too much right now with the party members, I maybe switch. Yeah, I'm going to put Doom in the front right now. I think I only had Gyarados up front because it was faster. But now that we don't really need that, I'd say that's fine. Like, we'll just... Anything now we can encounter will just be faster then, so that's fine. Like this Shuppet. Faster. I believe we go here. I haven't played these games in so long, but I do know there are no water encounters up here, so that's fine. So I'm not worried about that part. I think that's a TM. Is that a TM? I think it's skill swap. Yeah, TM48. What is TM48? Yeah, skill swap. I knew I had that right. So that's the same as the remake, I think. And I'll probably just do this here on the mountain today. And then call it an episode there. I know there's an item over here too. And was it over here as well? Yeah, an Ultra Ball. Okay. I basically learned, like, a while back, if one of these tombstones is orange, except for, like, these, that they have an item in them. Which, I don't know why, it feels wrong to take those, because, you know, what if that was one of the things the family of the dead Pokemon, or the dead person, wanted to leave? Like, what if that Ultra Ball was whatever Pokeball, whatever Pokemon that was buried there, the ball they were caught in, and they wanted to leave that there. That's so sad to think about. But honestly, like, if it still works, it still works. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna feel bad about it, but I'm not gonna not take it. And if I sell it, it'll be even worse. Show you exactly how scary Team Aqua can be. You know what? Sure, buddy. Whatever helps you sleep at night. No, I honestly just I had the strongest urge today to get on Link Trade and get a foreign Ditto so that I could shiny hunt the Sprigatito line. You know, they're honestly, in my opinion, like the best starter line from Gen 9. Bars, potentially. In my opinion, the best evolution line in all of Gen 9. That's bars. That's bars. I say I'm not old and then I like question if something is bars or not. But it is what it is on that. No, I'd say like I love the design of the shiny, even though it's kind of like subtle. It's still really good. So I want to hunt it. Also, my first starter in this generation was Sprigatito, and I had a female one that I named after one of my childhood cats, Sophie. So if I could get a female one, which I know is not likely because of the whole like, what's it, 12.5% on that, I know it's probably not likely, but I still want to try, you know. If I can get a female shiny one, name it after my old cat Sophie, then I'd love to do that. Carvana. How much does acid do? Jesus Christ. I know it's a Carvana, but Jesus. That is a very high amount of damage that I did not expect you to have. Okay, remember you from Mount Chimney? It's payback time. Who are you again? That'd be funny. It's like the Team Skull grunts where they said like, you know, oh, you must not remember us because we switched places or something. It's like, no, bro, you all look the fucking same. Seriously, think of a Pokemon game where the grunts don't look the same. And I don't mean like gender wise, like male and female grunts having different like uniforms. I mean, think of, you know what, actually, that's the best way to put it. The male and female grunts look different. Tell me a game where the male grunts look different from each other or the female grunts look different from each other. You can't because that shit has never happened. I think one of these has an item. There's another Shuppet. Woohoo. Now I wanna get a shiny of the entire Sprigatito line. Because I could do something funny. Like if they're all male, I'm still gonna name the Meowscarada Sophie because, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I've said trans rights before. Like, so I'm not worried about that. If I want to name it Sophie, I'll name it Sophie. Just because the game says it's male doesn't mean I do. It's just gonna be my cat but bigger. So now I believe we fly, which, okay, fine. I will teach fly to Ribarian. Over wing attack. I didn't want to do that, but I don't want to walk all that way back. So, oh, well. We are going to not surf, fly to Mav no, not Mauville, Slateport. I don't know why I did that. We're supposed to go to Slateport. If it'll okay. I'm gonna heal up. I know I don't really need to, but I'm gonna heal up real quick. And we go to, where was it? Here? I believe it's here. No, it's farther down, right? No. Where am I going? here. It's here. Okay. So I think this is a good stopping point. Sort of a shorter episode. Tomorrow, or not tomorrow. Probably not tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. But in the next episode, we will do this Aqua storyline so that we can head to the next city. And then on the way there, we have a chance of getting a water stone. So, honestly, I may go back to the abandoned ship after the next episode and get the water stone there. Whenever I have access to dive, I can get a water stone. So I'm perfectly fine with doing that. Or if you guys want, I still want to wait until I know I can get one legally, but not do all of the strain to get one. If you guys don't mind like me getting to Moss Deep and then just putting a water stone in the game, I have no problem with that. Just need to let me know. So I guess today's end of the video question of the day is, are you okay with me adding a water stone into the game where it's legal and less of a hassle? Or I'll sum it up on screen like, can I save time by putting a water stone in the game? Will probably be what I'll end up putting. So, yeah. With all of that being said, I'm going to be reading my book whenever I'm not moving or recording or posting. And I'm going to be shiny hunting the Paldean starters while doing those. So, summing up everything, with all of that being said, whether you're trying to be the very best like no one ever was, or just trying to ride or kick it up a notch, just remember that you've got this, and I will see you in the next episode. Take care.